Hey everybody, welcome back to the Coleman build. We're going to be taking this Coleman CT200UEX and we're going to be doing a lot of work to it. We're going to be doing a torque converter kit. We're going to be doing probably stage 1 or stage 2. We're going to do quite a bit on this one, but for right now we're going to do some aesthetics on this. What we decided to do is actually take the fan shroud off and we're going to do something called hydro dipping. So what we're going to do, Austin has his wrench. We have 4 8mm bolts. And we're going to start taking them off a while. Now, we actually seen this video on YouTube, which a lot of videos come from, about hydro dipping. So what we're going to actually do is we have an old tub here. What we're going to do is we're going to put water in here. We're going to use the spray paint, and we're going to see how it turns out. But for right now, the first thing we're going to do is take the shroud off, get it like scuffed up, and we're going to get it primed. That way tomorrow, when it's all primed and the primer's been set, we'll throw some color on it. We'll throw some color in here and see what happens. So let's go back over to Austin and see how he's making out. Some of them are really easy to get to, but there's one way up in here. That's why I'm going to have the extension to get up in here and get it out. Also on this, there's also when the throttle cable comes through, there's a clip on there. We took the clip out with a flathead screwdriver. Just get behind there. You just pry it out. Pretty easy. All right. Pretty easy, simple as that. 4 8mm bolts, a little clip there that holds the throttle cable on. So what we're going to do next is actually get this all scuffed up and ready to go for some primer. And we'll see how it goes. All right, the next step is now, what we're going to do is we're going to separate the recoil from the shroud itself. This way we can hydro dip 2 pieces separately. Alright, so now we got them separated. Next step is what we're going to do is actually we're going to take our Scotch-Brite pad, which these aren't the right ones. I told my wife to go get some Scotch pads, and she got me the ones that you clean with the sink. So I guess they would actually kind of technically work, and yes they are. So we will continue to actually, if you look right there, you can see it's actually scuffing it up pretty good, even though they are for the sink. So what we're going to do now is Austin is going to continue to scuff these up. And what we'll do is probably see if we can take the recoil out. I mean, I know there's a spring and stuff in there. I'm not sure if I want to take the spring and stuff out because I'm not want no pieces going flying everywhere. So maybe what we'll do is we'll scuff this up, get it primed, scuff this up, get it primed, and maybe we might be able to hydro dip this thing all together as one piece. Because technically, if it's on a bike and you're going off-roading, it's going to get wet anyhow. If you go through a creek, if you go through a river, whatever you're going to do. So I don't think it'll be a problem hydro dipping this whole thing itself. We'll keep it in such a way that we can. Shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, it'll be fine. Alright, as our next step now, we actually had the fan shroud all nice and scuffed up, and the next step is we're going to start putting some primer on it. Now, Austin's an amateur at this, but we're going to watch and see how good he does. Gotta take your time at first. When you're actually doing your first spray coat, you gotta keep it light. What you want to do is keep the light as light as you can the first time, because you want to go back and make multiple passes on it. So we'll keep going around, get a light coat on there, which she's kind of keeping heavy, but that's all right. As long as there's no runs, we'll be okay. All right. Now we have our first coat on here. We're gonna let it dry a little bit. We'll give it, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes. We'll come back and we'll put a second coat. All right, here it is now. We have our first coat on. It's plenty dried. So we're gonna do. Austin's gonna do a second coat a while. So we'll do a second coat. We'll let that dry. Then we'll probably do maybe 3 or 4, well, the third coat or maybe a fourth coat. We will get plenty of primer on there. This way, when we go to hydro dip, our colors will stay pretty good. A little bit further away, not so close. It's not going too bad so far. Gotta take your time. Do a nice light coat each time you do a pass. Back up a little bit. You're a little too close. You gotta do it a little bit from the distance. It's all right. He's learning his first time. This is his bike. It's gonna be his build. So I'm just kind of teaching him how to do stuff throughout the build. All right. So that's not looking too bad. Now we'll get some primer on there. A little bit heavy in certain spots, but yeah. Maybe what we'll do is we'll sand it down. Maybe do another primer shot on that. But I mean, overall, it's going pretty good. Primer's not too bad. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do this tonight. Oh, I'm sorry, today. Tomorrow, what we're going to do is actually do the hydro dip. So, see how it goes, and we'll see you guys. Hey everyone, back to day 2. So here we are, day 2 on our hydro dipping of the engine cover for the Coleman CT bike. This is the first we've ever done it. We're just going to try and see how it works. We're just going to give it a go. As far as I know, you take the paint, you start spraying into the water, you just keep alternating colors, and when you have enough, then you just dip it in. So we're going to give it a try and see what happens. We're going for a camo look, kinda. because the Coleman bike is actually camo colored. So we're going to keep alternating. It'd be easier if you had both cans in one hand like this, you know? That way you can keep going back and forth. Can I get in there, please? Thank you. As far as I know, you want to try to get as much paint in there as you can. Put some more white in there if you can. I guess the white's not working too good. That's alright. We'll keep trying. Like I said, this is our first time. Now we'll see how it goes. I think we maybe got enough paint. Maybe more green in there. Maybe some more of this, what do they call it? Earth brown. A little bit more, Austin. Alright, let's see how that goes. What we'll do is we'll let it kind of come back together. I'm going to put some more in. That white looks like it pushed too much of the water out of the way. Let's not use the white no more. It doesn't seem like it's really working too good. Let's give it a whirl and see what happens. Go ahead and grab it. I'm not sure how you're actually supposed to dip it in. I think you're supposed to go maybe at an angle or straight down. First of all, you're going the wrong way with it. You're going the wrong way with it again. You want to dip it this way because this is where the paint is. Alright, here we go. He's going to push it all the way down through and hold it underneath the water, and I'm going to push the paint out of the way with this stick here. Put it under until we get all the paint out of the way. Alright, now move it to the middle where the paint's out of the way and pull it up. And there's our camouflage engine cover. It didn't turn out like I expected, but it's better than nothing. It don't look too bad. What do you think, Austin?
I think it looks pretty good.
I think it don't look too bad. Alright guys, well, this is our first hydro dip. I say it's okay. I don't know if we'll try it again. We might try it again. We'll let this dry, see how it looks. But yeah, thanks for hanging out with us.